Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we are going to celebrate our second anniversary.
I know. Dude, it's a big deal. You know, it's an honor to be here.
I thought about looking for, like, hats, like, congratulations.
The second
They're kind of like
year.
a birthday thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But an anniversary is a birthday in a way.
Yeah, it's the birthday of our channel.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Thanks.
So, yeah, it's been 2 years now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it feels like it's been less than that and more than that at the same time,
yeah.
because it's just been so much of, like, in our routine. But also, you know, it's a newer thing. 2 years isn't that long of a time.
No. They say time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and we have been, you know. And we're not slowing down. We haven't started liking anime any less. That's pretty cool.
No, we have not slowed down.
I still enjoy doing the podcast just as much.
We have not slowed down.
But yeah, so
We're
doing.
haven't even come close to finishing our deep dives list.
We're not that far. We're in like the top 4.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do today to celebrate our
This
second
is something
anniversary?
you came up with, and I
Yeah.
really like the idea.
Thank you.
The concept is best
guy.
seconds.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about a lot of our favorite seconds. So that
My favorite second is that second just 1 second ago.
And we
That's not what
that's
we
it's
mean
good.
by
I like
seconds.
that one.
Thank
Just
you,
now.
Thank you.
Like second seasons or so, second episodes,
Thank you.
sequels, stuff like that.
Yeah. Second opening, ending. We got a lot of those.
Yeah, I didn't know if we want to just do it in this order.
I don't really care about the order.
I think that's fine.
My vision for this was just kind of conversational. Like I don't want us to be ranking or anything. It's just like let's talk about something
Some of our
that
favorite
people
seconds.
like talk about. Like who makes a video and it's the best second of this. Nobody just
does.
us, just the Super Anime Bros.
That's us. That's our niche.
It is, yeah, seconds. My alternate idea was like the second best of things, which like that would be cool, but that's very much so like a grindy rank,
Yeah, because then you got to at least know the best too.
Yeah. So this, I think we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, but it also can just be kind of having fun, celebrating 2 years. It's just crazy. So
yeah.
I think, I don't know, we got a lot of the music. Do we want to talk about the music first, maybe?
Yeah, maybe we should at least start with let's start with second openings.
Second openings, yeah. There's a lot of good ones out there, man.
Yeah, second endings too.
Without a doubt.
Was this? I guess I started this list. So
added-
the first thing I put.
Yeah.
What did you add? You added
I
a
thought you
few.
were about to talk. Yeah. Well, I added this. I can't believe you didn't have that.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I thought you'd be all over that.
I was all over a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, let's just go back and forth. You name one, talk about it. I'll name one, talk about it.
Well, then why don't no? Actually, I'll start with this one. We're gonna do a
let it
little
rip.
role
Let it
reversal.
rip.
Talk about a show an opening that you like, and then you can talk about one from a show I really like.
Okay, and then after that, we can go back to the stuff we like.
Yeah. Well, you did. I added more than you on
You
the
did.
list, but I feel like we kind of agree on most of these.
For sure, yeah.
The first
I
thing
just
that
like
popped
talking
into
about
my
my stuff.
head was the second opening from Kaguya-sama.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was Daddy Daddy Do.
Daddy
I just
Daddy
remember being like, I remember where I was
Where were you?
in the living room the first time.
Over yonder.
The first time I heard that.
Over yonder.
I just remember, like, especially for Kaguya,
I was sick in bed with COVID. I mean, the Backstreet Boys reunions.
Yeah, you had the Backstreet Boys. But I just remember sleeping on the first opening. I still kind of do.
Yeah.
I've come to love them
Right,
as a
you
set.
sleep on the second opening now, too.
No,
It's not on your list,
it's
is
just,
it?
It could be. It
We've
should be.
made a list up to 100 openings of our favorites, and Ange doesn't have it on his list.
But Daddy Daddy Do.
But the
is a
respect you're
wonderful
showing it
song.
right now is
It was the first thing that popped into my head.
that's pretty cool.
Because I just remember not liking the first one a lot, and then like the second one, I finally understood, the wonderful voice of Masayuki Suzuki.
I get it now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many of those on this list, but
Yeah,
that was the
definitely.
first one that popped into my head.
Definitely. I love that one, and I just like. It was something that I feel like I ranked really highly, and it's fallen down my list. Don't get me wrong. Like,
I think a lot of the hype for that died down too when Gira Gira came out.
And then it was just better, yeah. But I think it is really a quintessential second opening. It's so good. And shout out Mike. He really, really took it and ran with it too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a great song. All right, second for you. I mean, I'm gonna go right to this one. Oh wait, I just read this, but in my head it said this. Well, you can see the correlation.
Yes.
This is what I want to talk about though. This one is so underrated, and I think it's probably just because it's not on Spotify.
Yeah, we don't really listen.
That's a big
often.
big portion of it. It's not on Spotify. Assassination Classroom opening two. It's so good.
Well, yeah, it's underrated too because like we watch a lot of different like anime channels that'll like talk about good openings, good endings, like have quizzes on them.
I mean,
this
if this one comes on,
this
which
one
it never
gets
does.
the least amount of love. You
Yeah.
know, the fourth ending of Assassination Classroom is my all-time favorite.
It's incredible. Yeah.
I really like the third one, and the first one I really liked too, but the second one just gets slept on. I think I like the second one more than the first.
I do for sure. I think the second one is the first one perfected. Like the third, and the fourth have a very different vibe.
Yeah,
like
they're a lot more
They're very
serious.
urgent.
Yes.
They're very music. Like the guitar in them, I think speaks to me both. Like, and they're just less like, oh, it's a classroom singing. This one is still that, oh, it's a classroom singing.
Yeah, they're just
but it's
vibing
just
out.
better. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so go listen to that one.
I mean, it's in my
You
head
gotta,
right
yeah,
now. It's gonna be in my head the rest.
Yeah, I
of
wish
the,
we could play them, but
Yeah, it's gonna be in my head the rest of the episode.
but yeah, that one's fantastic.
Yeah.
The next one I
All
had.
right, I'm gonna should we highlight as we've talked about stuff?
Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna go down in order.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's what we've done so far.
that's crazy.
The next one I'm gonna talk about.
I don't know that I'm gonna continue to go in order, so I'm gonna highlight.
All right, yeah, make more work. I like it. My Hero Academia. You know, I was really upset the first time I was watching the show, and the ending or the opening changed right after the first season because that was the first show I watched that wasn't Dragon Ball, and like Dragon Ball didn't change openings that often.
Yeah. Does Dragon Ball have multiple openings?
Dragon Ball Super has two.
Oh, I thought you were talking about regular Dragon
Well,
Ball.
I
I know Super has two.
Yeah. No, Dragon Ball, the original, only has one.
Yeah,
So, I'm like, all right, I only got 13 episodes with the day. Now it's time for a new opening. And then
Yeah.
I hear peace sign. And I didn't love it the first time because I really liked the day. But, the peace sign has become an all-timer from that show. One of both of our favorites
Yeah.
from My Hero Academia.
No, it is very good. Kenshi Iwanzu cooks.
Yeah, that was the
As
first.
he usually does, yeah.
And that was our first instance of hearing him. So that was really awesome.
Yeah, I wonder, Peace Sign might be the most famous My Hero opening.
I think so.
That or I think
Odd
Odd
Future.
Future, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Peace Sign's
wonder-
probably the most famous. Anything Kenshi Uenzu just becomes
Yeah, he just
extremely
cooks.
famous. Where are you gonna pull the numbers from?
I don't know. Are you ready for me to talk about the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the next one I want to talk about is one that, well, this one goes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't know. I
the
feel like
first-
this
the
is an
first
opinionated
Google-
thing.
The first Google one says the undisputed most popular.
Where did they
opening is
pull
Peace
that
Sign.
from? Like that's from Screen Rant.
Uh,
It looks like
Uh,
you can see the different things. It's the Google AI that it pulls from anywhere.
it's got the source on that is two.
It's
different-
Reddit and some random
Yeah,
person's
okay, that's
YouTube.
right.
So I think it's
Here's the thing about AI. It's always wrong.
here's the thing
Here's the thing.
is that it
I was
doesn't
playing some
matter
Marvel Rivals the other
which
day.
is the most popular because it's about us today.
Yeah, it's true.
It's about the super anime
You're
things
right.
and ones that we like.
Well, I just brought up Marvel Rivals because
I
whenever
heard ya.
because it's so funny because then the thing comes on the screen and then somebody can go, "Here's the thing," and then it's funny. You know what I mean? Okay.
I am familiar.
So the next opening I want to talk about, I'm going to go down the list a little bit. This is one that, like, when I first watched the show, first off, I feel like I really underrated the show when I first watched it. We just watched it again
Couple
within the
months
last
ago.
6 months.
Yeah.
And it's a romance. And while I don't think the main girl is my favorite, I really dig one of the side ones. And watching it, like, with her in mind made it a better one, even though she doesn't win, tragically. But all that said, the first opening of this always stuck out to me because it was so unique. But the second one has become my favorite, and honestly become one of my favorites. It's fully in my top 100. It might be in top 50. I don't know. And that's Toradora opening 2.
Yeah.
I just I think it's so good. It's just so much fun. I think like the beginning of it's great, like with the little like words she keeps saying back and forth, and then the chorus just rips, and the chorus in line with like the visuals of the actual opening.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so good.
Yeah,
It really is. It really is special. Once again, like I would say with as the Assassination Classroom and openings got like toward the end, it was just like a little bit more urgent, like a little bit more fast paced. And this one I feel that way with too.
Yeah, it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it feels
Yeah.
like the first one's
Yeah.
like setting up this thing
Mhm.
and it's going to be fun. And then
Yeah.
the second one's like, hey,
Stuff's going
you
down.
got to figure out what it is
Yeah.
that you do.
True. That's true. It's
Uh,
by the same artist who did the first ending, which I think is cool.
Hmm.
Yui Hiyori, I think her name is.
Yeah, it seems right.
Yeah. I don't know. Shout out some of the names this week.
All right. So the next one I'm going to talk about is kind of similar to Kaguya. Not in the sense that I didn't like the first one. It's just that the second one was really awesome. And then the third one came
No,
out
I think this is a
and
great.
overshadowed
Yeah, I
it.
think this is
This
great.
one still maintained its spot in the top 20 of my favorite openings of all time.
Yeah.
And this is Classroom with Elite opening 2.
Yes. Was
Um,
that Dance in the Game?
Yes,
By
by
Zach.
Zach. And she did
The
most
first
of the
three,
music for
yeah,
the
first
show.
three.
But she did the first ending too. And the
Gotcha.
fourth ending
Yeah,
now.
the one now, yeah.
So she's done most of the music
Gotcha.
for this.
I recommended Classroom with Elite to
the
somebody
show.
at work.
It's just
I said it's a little cringy because it can be like it can be a little edgelordy, but it is really good. And I've enjoyed watching this season though, even though I was a little hesitant.
yeah. I have been rewatching it with our dad, and we've both really been enjoying
Yeah.
that. So it's cool. It was cool to see the opening again, the second opening, as
Yeah,
we
it's
watched the
very
second
good.
season
It's very
in the
good.
context of the show. Certainly adds a lot. But now we got to the third one, and it's like, yeah. But I
You
really
already
like,
had the third one.
yeah,
Wow, you're cooking.
I really like Dance in the Game. It's a great song, and I think it's one of the more underrated shows I've ever watched. So, could recommend both to you.
Yeah, I too agree that I enjoy Dance in the Game. I don't know if it's on my list anymore. So you could honestly say the same thing I said to you about Kaguya.
Yeah, dude. What the heck, man?
I just thought Daddy do, but still,
yeah, it's better.
it's something that as time has passed, I've thought of less, but still does. In the context of second openings, and that's why it's so special that we're doing this unique video / podcast. I guess I get so caught up in the video nowadays. Watch us on YouTube, we have video. Then we get the opportunity, the platform, the soapbox to talk about this. So I think it's great. All
Absolutely.
right, let's see. I mean, I'm gonna go to this one. This one's
Another one you added, yeah.
yeah. I'll just keep rolling with.
I mean,
what
this
got.
one's
This
the
one's
pretty much the most famous one we're gonna talk about.
Is it?
Oh no, I guess it's the
Did
first
you
one.
see what I
Technically, it's
highlighted?
not.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's the second one.
I
but
think
it's
this. I think what I just highlighted is probably the most famous of these openings. Well, this one too, but this one
Depends on who you
longevity.
ask.
And I mean this. Anyway, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z Opening 2, which I did not hear at first watching the English because they just have like some random song with no words. But then I think for some reason, as I was watching it on Crunchyroll way back in the day, it would like occasionally play, and it blew my mind. It's so good. So the first opening gets all the love, Chala Hichala.
Yeah.
This one's by
That's what I was
the
thinking.
same guy,
it was, but it's
who also does the song when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2, which is This guy just was making oops all bangers.
yeah.
This second opening, We Gotta Power, is so good.
It is really good.
The chorus, man, just brings it home.
It's good.
It's so
great.
good. It's so much fun. Another one. It's not on Spotify, but I actually found a live version.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I listened to
one
that.
before.
It's not quite the same, but it's as good as I'm gonna get. And
Yeah,
because
man.
of that, I can now put it on my list. We make the lists on Spotify, so now it's in my list as it should be, And it's just great. It's Gohan's the feature. I love Gohan. He's my boy. It's just like that part of the show I really enjoy, and I think not a lot of people did. And that opening goes hand in hand with it. Good stuff. I just think back to like late nights during the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, and I was sitting by myself because I was doing online school, and like who cared? I still did. I did pretty well with online school. It was good. But I'd like stay up real late just by
Yeah.
myself watching anime or playing video games. And it just takes me back to that, which, obviously global pandemic, not the best thing in the world.
No.
I
no,
made
could've been-
the best of it.
That's all you can do, man.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad Dragon Ball Z was a good part of that.
Thank you, Dragon Ball Z.
All right, the next one we're going to talk about is, another similar situation where it's, I was once again bummed out that the first opening had ended because
Isn't that just a fancy way of saying bummed out?
It was just, because it's a classic. The first One Piece opening is an all timer. It's one of my favorites.
It is definitely.
Gets a lot of love though. But the second opening for One Piece does not get all the love, and I think is almost just as good, depending on who you ask.
Wait, is the second one Believe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Believe.
I think I like Believe better than the first one.
Yeah, I could see that. You haven't watched. You don't have the emotional connection.
Exactly. Yeah, I know all the songs, so I rank them on the songs and sometimes the visuals, but yeah.
Yeah, the second one is so much fun. It's good. I really like the visuals towards towards the chorus.
I really like the part where it builds with the synth.
Yeah, in the beginning of that. Yeah, it's fun. It's just a fun song. It has completely different vibes from the first opening, but I think still captures the sense of adventure and. I don't know. I guess just a sense of adventure.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think that is the main theme of the show,
especially early show.
So to capture that, and I will say that when we get to the endings, and we're gonna, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say the same thing about the ending for this, and I've never even seen it happen. I think that song embodies adventure. Honestly, maybe more than any anime song I've ever had.
Maybe so.
All right, so we got what? How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left on the list. I will talk about this one and this one.
Okay. It doesn't matter. We're both going to discuss.
I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's then bring up... I'll let you have this one because you like it a lot better.
We're going to both talk about it.
Okay, I will now talk about... I was the one who was like, it's going to be a discussion.
Yeah, and now you're like, hey.
Yeah, I'll talk about Fate, UBW, Unlimited Blade Works. So, this song's by Aimee. Spelled Amir, and we had always said Amir, but we come to find that it is Aimee, which is supposed to be a French word for something. If you're French, let me know. Correct me on the pronunciation, please. Brave Shine. This song rips. So I think I thought that this was the Fire Force opening. I had this on my playlist before I saw the show.
Which Fire Force opening did you think it was?
Well, Aimee also has a Fire Force opening. Spark Again.
Yeah, I know Spark Again.
I'm pretty sure I thought this was that.
It sounds nothing like it.
No, I just thought it was an Aimee song that from an anime I didn't watch. So I'm like, oh, I think that's Fire Force. So then it came on as I was watching the show with Ant. And it was a very meaningful watch through, him and I. How, we watched it in just the course of just a few days, I feel.
I don't know. I remember you guys were watching it
he and I
till
you
might have watched it one night.
No, it's 24 episodes. There's no way.
Yeah, maybe in 2 days. I just remember
we
the first
really grinded it. So when I got to it, I was so emotionally invested. Fate's one of my favorite shows ever, and it gets to the second opening after in a crazy awesome climax of the first part of the show, and it's oh my god, I know this song. Now it's recontextualized with the show, and it's amazing. And the chorus once again really brings the house down. It's one you see in almost all the videos. I feel not almost all, but when we think about what we see in all the YouTube videos we watch and the guessing game, stuff like that, or the pick one, we talk about that being a way to kind of tell what's underrated. This one is not one of those. And I think it's a great song.
Yeah, we certainly do hear it a lot. I think it's pretty good. It's not my favorite one of her songs, but it's up there. I'd say it's top 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I actually don't know, because number 1's the Demon Slayer one. I don't know what number 2 would be.
This one.
Maybe, actually. Could be number 2.
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah, maybe.
I was saying, somebody at work said that the other day. In the context of it's the interview with Elijah Wood about Ven Vil Ver Vigs.
Does he say maybe?
And he says, because Dominic Monaghan says, Vil you Ver Vigs.
I'm familiar.
And he says, maybe, just like that. And it's just the funniest thing ever. All right, let it rip.
All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is my favorite song we're going to talk about today, and this is the second Mashal opening, Bling Bang Bang Born. You know, there's not really much I need to say about this. We've talked about it plenty. It's won awards, you know, with our Super Anime Bros channel.
That's a pretty prestigious award it got there.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite anime openings, favorite anime songs. You know, we've gone to see Creepin' Nuts live because of lot because of this song.
Yeah, that was great.
You know, it kind of began their generational run of openings.
Yeah.
They've been on a real hot streak since then. So, I mean, what else can I say? It's just, I remember first time I heard this, and I'm like, whoa.
Over yonder.
Yeah, way over yonder. It's just like, I didn't know what to expect. And I'm like, I heard that the Creepy Nuts was doing the opening. I was familiar with them because I watched Call of the Night.
Yeah. And I mean,
and I really like the ending. I'm like, yeah, they
opening
could be
Call of the Night.
cooking. They could be, and then it just, who knew it was going to be like
a cultural phenomenon.
You know, like
really.
My second favorite anime
like
song.
It was everywhere for a time, and I think it's great. It's obviously super catchy. It's one of those that's like, as time has gone on, I've fallen less in love with. But it definitely is special. Like, I cannot deny that.
Yeah.
And for like a show, like, not to say Mashal's not that popular, but Mashal's not.
No,
like,
it's not at all.
You know,
it's definitely.
So for it to transcend in that way, I think really says a lot about it as a song. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good, and it was very good for short form content, which I think helps any song do really well nowadays.
Yeah, with TikToks, yeah, I guess.
So I think that like just helped it be everywhere for a time. So yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's see. Well, I want to talk about this one last for me.
Okay, then pick one.
I'll talk about this one. Feels like it's just uniquely you. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
All right, yeah.
This one I just Oshinoko opening too. Sorry, I'm spending so much time deliberating.
Yeah,
we're gonna be like a 4-part episode.
Because I don't think this is supposed to be a 2-part.
No, it's not. It was never intended to be. Anyway, Oshinoko opening 2. The first one, once again, like I'll use the term cultural phenomenon. Like Idol was everywhere. So.
I mean, that show
popular.
did get a lot of popularity too.
Without a doubt. And I mean, just because that first episode was just so much.
It was very unique.
The song, like it just always everywhere. The second opening, I like better. I really do. I think it's so good. It's Tatsuya Kitani and I don't know the other guy, so shout out him. They've done multiple songs together. They
have?
I thought they have. I'm pretty sure he's on the Kenshi or the Ruinari Kenshi song.
No, that's not Tori who's on that one.
Oh. I don't know. Then.
It's a different guy.
Well, no, obviously it's a different guy in that one. Maybe they've done none together and they just cook so hard in the one. I wonder if they've done a second song together. We could talk about that.
Yeah, I don't even know it exists, man. I feel like it would have gotten to me by now.
It's a little bit of a different vibe, and it's just so much fun, and like I can see in my mind's eye the visuals of like the chorus hitting and like the twins like kind of jumping off the roof in that one shot, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's just, you know, Oshinoko has done very well with the visuals for the opening.
For sure, and the song, like all 3 songs and visuals have been bangers.
Yeah, and they go well together. I think that makes the song a little better. Definitely elevates my enjoyment of it if it has a good opening to go with it.
Yeah, and this was just excitement. Like, I really enjoyed the second season of the show. It's just, this is one that I keep coming back to. This and the opening that Tatsuya did for JJK will like forever be linked together in my head because they came out around the same time.
Yeah,
and they're both like of equal excellent quality by the same guy. Like they just bounce back and forth as to which one's my favorite, but it's great. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. All right, so last one.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about that I'm going to introduce that we're both going to talk about.
Yes, exactly.
Is Black Clover.
Well, the last one you're talking about it was I agree. But maybe I talk too much. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it sounds good.
We're already at like almost
talking too much on the podcast. You know,
we're almost at it. It's going to be a 2-part.
I'm hungry. It's not going to be a 2-part.
It's going to have to be. We're already at a half an hour almost.
Isn't there a beauty in the second anniversary show
It's gonna be the
where we
second.
talk about the best seconds having a second part?
The best second is the second episode of our second episode.
Right?
Our
Like,
second part.
I just like, there's something really poetic about that to me.
I guess that's what you were going for.
In the words of it wasn't. In the words of George Lucas, it's poetic. It rhymes. Something like that he said about Star Wars,
no,
which
who
kind of
knows?
rips. Okay,
Black Clover
continue.
opening too.
Now I mean the floodgates are open now. I know it's gonna be two-parter. I can talk all night.
Now this one I think is another one that's extremely underrated.
Without a doubt.
One
Without
of the
a doubt.
most like underrated ones in the show, I'd say.
And yeah, I mean it has so many.
And
good
Black
ones.
Clover has like the first 10 are all amazing songs.
Literally, two of them are my top 4 favorite anime.
Well, that's the
openings.
thing is those two that are by Vicablanca get almost all the love, shared with the first opening a little bit, just because it's the first.
Plus, like it comes back like any song that plays like not in the context of the opening itself. Always.
Yeah,
rips.
with
But this one, man.
there being so many really huge hitters, I think this one gets missed a lot.
Yeah.
And this one, what is it? Paint It Black by Bish.
Black by Bish.
And I only know 2 songs by them, and they're both
They both
absolute
hit,
bangers. Yeah, this one just is very special to me. I really like it. It's got one of my favorite hooks in an anime song. I really like the visuals that went with it. The visuals changed too as arcs changed.
Yeah,
in
I
the
can see
show.
that giant sword coming down.
Yeah, well, there's so there's different parts. I don't know. I think this one's one of those ones where, we're hyping up the 2 Vicablanca ones. I knew those long before I had watched an episode of Black Clover.
That's a good point.
And I had just been looking for those, and then I'm like, what is this? Like, the whole time, there was one that I didn't even know existed, and I like more than every other opening in the show besides Black Catcher. So it's like, it was crazy. It was crazy, and I'm very happy we had watched the show to find it. I guess you had already gotten that far.
I had,
before
yeah,
I
I
started
had.
it. Just maybe you didn't know.
I guess I didn't.
Until I'm like, hey, dude.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I think when I was watching anime with my college friends, like we skipped openings a lot.
Yeah, it's like dude, it drives me crazy. I'm like, you're missing so much goodness.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, if you want to skip it after the first couple times, but like if you
I don't think we skipped it on the first time, but I mean that
I
wasn't.
think.
We also probably talked through it. Like
Yeah, I just think
when you and I sit down to watch anime, we sit down to watch anime.
openings and endings add so much. I mean, even sometimes we'll sit and play on our phones, but like I'll
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
watch
But
it.
after. A few.
It's just, it's like they add so much to a show, and I think it's like a crime to skip it. Like I played one
It's a crime.
for Bill. I played in one of the Full Metal openings. I'm like, dude, isn't this one so good? Like such a powerful
Was it
part of the
period
show.
by chemistry?
Yeah, and he's like, I have no idea what this is.
Most
and then I
underrated
played,
opening of all time.
and then I played a different one, and the same thing. I'm like, man,
Stop playing. You ever play this one for Bill?
I don't know.
Don't play that one for Bill.
Why?
You'll find out. The final opening that I want to talk
Wait,
about.
you're trying to gatekeep it?
No, we just had to finish the show. The final opening that I want to talk about
Was there like a
is
spoiler
Full
in it?
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood opening 2.
Is there a spoiler in it?
No, I can't. I gotta stop talking, or you're gonna figure it out, and then I will get sad.
Okay, that's fine.
It's really good. This opening really, really spoke to me. I don't know why. Like,
So I'm not
the
allowed to
first-
watch it till we finish the show again?
No, you could. Well, you've seen the opening.
All right. Well, if I see it again, I'll figure something out.
No. I'm saying if you say something to Bill, he might say something. I don't know.
He doesn't even remember how the show
Exactly. He didn't even remember the most underrated opening
of all time, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe ever. It's just such a great song, and like I really like the visuals. The first opening's good and gets a lot of hype.
The
I don't
first
think-
opening is not good.
I think it's good. It's just my least favorite. This one then came on and was really, really awesome. And then, like, listening to it after I finished the show and watching it, I just, like, it's very special. It's very special.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite from the show.
No.
That would be period by whoever you
Chemistry.
just said. Yeah, but that one I think is my favorite. But this one is good. It's by
It's Hologram by Nico Touches the Walls.
Yeah, Nico Touches the Walls has got some other bangers
Yeah.
too.
So I've recently been buying anime CDs on Whatnot. And you would think after, like, how much passion I have for the song that I'd buy this one, but it went for, like, $40 for
I don't think it's worth it
for a
when you have it
single.
for free on Spotify.
Yeah. I just like it's cool to have physical media.
It is. It is. But when we go back, you could buy it there for not $40.
True. Like yeah, I mean, I could have cooked.
You
I
can
got some
buy
good
it for,
stuff,
like,
but I could have cooked.
$5 or $10.
Do we want
at
to
most.
talk about endings next episode to break up on the music talk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
So I think we should talk about.
I mean, we can call it at any point. We're already at a half an hour.
Yeah, we should talk about at least one more thing.
No, we will. It's just it doesn't matter which one. I think
This one's a big hitter, I think. There's a lot to unpack there.
maybe that's the main
This
course
one, I
of action
think.
one.
We could do now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's talk about the best second episodes of shows.
Yeah, there's not a lot, and I feel like I might even think of some by next week.
Yeah.
Um,
What I think is so special about a second episode is like you hear people I'm going to say the same thing I said already, but like you hear people talk about a first episode so much and like reeling you in and how much when an episode grips you from that first onslaught, like how special that is and how that's such a good quality of a show. But to then continue that magic into the second episode and in some cases even heighten it, I think is really awesome. So
yeah, I can tell you what, for
Wow.
2 of these shows,
yeah.
the second episode is what got me hooked, not the first. I watched the first and then the second like months later.
Yes, yeah, I know that for a fact. I know that to be true.
And I could also put like Fruits Basket on that list as the same thing. I watched the first episode, then a couple months later, I'm like, oh, I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, time
Yeah.
between first and second episode for most of these
Yeah.
is like, it could be months.
It's pretty
but then
wild,
second
yeah.
episode to like
That's pretty wild.
20th, it could be like.
Honestly, that's going to be the case for me with this maybe too.
Well, technically for me too, because I watched I watched the first half of the first episode by myself before,
Yeah.
and then I turned it off.
Okay.
But the first one that popped into my mind, as always, I'm always thinking about the Quince. Some things never change.
All roads lead back to the Quince.
And sick Shark Tank reference, dude.
What?
Oh, dude, every episode, Mr. Wonderful says he does the same thing with the arms too, and he always says all roads lead back to Mr. Wonderful.
What?
You did the exact reference.
That's crazy.
Like with the hand.
That's insane.
He does the hands.
That's crazy.
Like I guess you weren't doing it on purpose, but like that's a big thing. I'm like, yeah, man, sick Shark Tank reference, dude. Your references
No,
are
dude,
out of
I
control.
was saying all roads lead back to blank like it was one of my sayings over the past weekend with my friends.
Well, it's Mr. Wonderful saying so.
Oh, that's so
But he says
hilarious.
it like every episode.
Oh,
I'm pretty
my
sure he
God.
does the hand.
Bro,
He
that's-
definitely does the hand.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I thought you were. I'm like, heck yeah, man.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, so
I haven't watched Shark Tank in like a decade.
I don't know. He does it every episode pretty much.
Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, well, the road has led back to the Quince. Took a
Yes.
brief pit stop at Shark Tank. We're now at the Quince.
So yeah, Quince episode 2. I mean, with the setup of episode 1 being like kind of crazy with him, being a jerk, embarrassing himself,
he
getting
was.
drugged.
That's
It's
insane.
quite a crazy first
That's
episode.
insane.
Leading
It's really,
into
really
the-
interesting when you break it down.
into the second where he's now, established that he is going to be tutoring. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah,
He's just trying to win over any of the girls besides Yotsuba.
yeah.
She's the only one who's like actually nice in the
Goat
beginning.
was with him from the start.
So he decides to go after Miku. And it's a great episode. It's so much fun. It's the only time in the show you actually see her wearing her headphones. You find out
True.
that she's secretly like a history nerd because she likes Sengoku era. Or I don't know if she likes Sengoku era history. So
Specifically Warlords.
yeah, I think she just is a history buff though.
Yeah.
But it's a fun episode, and we really get to see some of the upside of Futaro as a guy, as a potential,
For the first
love
time.
interest as one of the girls, and as a
Yeah.
tutor to see how far he's willing to go
Yeah.
to keep this job to teach them. With him going through that like quiz, or I guess not really a quiz, but like they're quizzing each other, him and Miku, and then. When he doesn't know something, he rents all the books in the library trying
Just
to
to
find the one
grind, yeah.
reference. And it shows that he really is willing to put in the work, and he's going to do that for the girls. And I think that's really cool. And that's kind of the episode you kind of see Miku like falls for him pretty quick. And
Yeah.
it's like, man, words so easy. But I think it's just a pretty iconic second episode of the show. It's definitely, for me, I like it more than the first. It's just the first you need to establish the whole setup. And I think that's why second episodes are good. A lot of shows you have to establish so much setup in the first episode that not really much happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that is such a big challenge.
But like all the time, the amount of times I've rewatched The Quince a billion times, but I always feel like the second episode, honestly, like the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, are like a kind of a big group. Because then they have like big arcs, but the
11th,
first couple,
12.
okay, the first couple episodes of that are really good, and I really like the second one.
Yeah, I think that's such an interesting perspective that you start to kind of see the protagonist as somebody who has some redeeming qualities after not really seeing a whole lot of them in the first episode.
No.
So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good episode. Miku's not my favorite, but she does have a really hot start.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just it's a good episode.
Like, you can see why she's a lot of people's favorites, especially right from the start. All right, I'm gonna start talking here, and then I'll just go down from there. If you want to go down from there,
yeah, that's fine.
I don't really remember the second episode of this, so I'm intrigued to see.
Well, there's one part that we really.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, go with
yes.
Because this is one of the other ones that popped.
So the second one is, once again, it's one of the shows you mentioned where you watched it and came back to it. What, 6 months later? You said something.
I don't know, about 6 months, a couple
months later. And I think, the second episode of this show, My Hero Academia, we're going to talk about, really does bring it all home. This sets up the central plot. The first episode gives you more background, I guess. But in this episode, you see Izuku make his first stride toward being a hero after being told, he probably isn't going to be able to be a hero because he doesn't have a quirk. But, he saves a person who was always bullied him, even though, he's been terrible to him. He saves him. He does, what a hero does. The way they put it in the show is his body moves on its own.
He moved in before actual heroes did, when they were, hesitating. Even All Might was.
Yeah. But the payoff at the end of this episode is one of the best moments in the whole show, and I think that in and of itself is enough to have us mention on the list at the very end, when you kind of have the sunset and you have All Might saying, you too can be a hero. I changed my mind. You were a hero when nobody else was, and that is a really powerful scene.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly thought that all was the first episode, but then when I looked at this, in preparation for this, I'm like, where does the second episode start and end? I didn't realize that was all the second.
Yeah, I don't really know what happens in the first episode now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, he gets bullied. He watches, you're setting up, the thing. You find out that
it's background stuff, yeah.
He's the one who gets kidnapped by that villain first, then All Might saves him.
Yes.
But it's, on the way home that he makes that decision, and then where I think the story starts to, really heat up.
Definitely. Heating up.
So the next one I'm going to talk about, which is similar to The Quince, is the second episode of Horimiya. In the sense that, you've already kind of established the main characters there and established how they end up, in each other's lives. And now it's kind of seeing how they fit together as they become friends in school, not just outside of school. And the reason why it's just a funny moment is why I really end up liking this episode a lot. Yeah. It sets up as not a super funny moment, as one of the, the student council president is giving the main love interest a very hard time. And then our guy Miyamura walks up and headbutts him.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Because his girlfriend lost some papers.
Yeah, exactly.
Later on, we find out those people, the student council and all, they become very much in the inner circle.
For sure, yeah.
The best friends of the main characters. But, we didn't know that beforehand either.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the second episode. I actually should have looked longer. I don't know if Miyamura and Toru, I think they become friends in the second episode, too.
I don't know.
It must be.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because
because they're already, because he's already in the group.
Yeah, he's are you gonna hold me back too? You remember that?
Yeah. So it's
and Miyamura, once again, kind of in the same vein as Deku, obviously a different kind of hero. But he acts when nobody else did to step in and stand up for Hori, and
It's very
the
similar.
headbutt is like, it is iconic.
I mean, yeah, it's
And just like the next time the president comes to school and sees him in the English dub, we watched the English dub. I don't remember. I don't know if we've ever watched in Japanese.
we
watched the sequel show,
Yeah,
yeah.
the missing pieces.
But he says, "Good morning to you too, sir." And I
After,
just think
yeah, he
it's
says
the
good morning to him
funniest
because
thing
he's so
ever.
scared about the
Yeah, the
getting
headbutt.
headbutted. It was
Right,
like,
yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing to walk up and do to somebody.
yeah, so between that and then him making his like first friend besides Hoodie, I think the second episode definitely deserves a mention.
Yeah, I think that's strong. Faux show.
Yeah, because that's when Thor finds out about him having all the tattoos and stuff, and yeah, so that is a very good episode, and with the funny moment there, and also a very good moment for him too. I think it's got a little bit for everyone.
Yeah. I like it. All right, next show I'm going to talk about. I couldn't really figure out where else to get it in here, but
You had to put it in somewhere.
Oh, I did, and this. I mean, I have reasons. Evangelion, yeah, Genesis Evangelion. The second episode of this, I think, really starts to show how it is going to be different than other, like, mech shows. So it starts with, like, the first fight that's going on with Shinji and his Eva against the first angel. And it picks back up where it was, and he's, like, kind of getting his butt kicked, and then it just cuts to black, and he wakes up in a hospital bed. Like, it doesn't... Whereas another show would have this whole big giant fight scene to continue, like this just cuts right to the pilot and not to the fight.
Right, it's just
And,
showing
like-
that it's not all about the fighting.
Exactly, like it is. Okay, this is very much about the like introspective life of this guy rather than these big glorious fights. There certainly are some great fights, but that I think bucks the trend right away, which I thought was really cool. But it also has like setting up the main plot with him staying with Misato, which is great. It's got, I think, the cool scene where he and Misato look over Tokyo 3 as it rises during the sunset, which is an awesome shot. But then it also has like more of his introspection, and it does finally show you the fight, but it's him replaying it back in his head as like a almost post-traumatic stress kind of thing. And you see like the Eva go berserk for the first time, and they lose control. Like it is setting up that there's more to this than just a giant robot that he's in. And that's really, really cool. And I love the way that they did that. They still show us the fight and what happened, but, it's in hindsight through the eyes of our protagonist. And it shows right off the bat, like, how this has affected him. I think that's pretty cool. And you meet Pen in this episode.
Ah, well then that's all you could have just said that and that's it, dude.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
You didn't have to justify anything else.
Yeah.
Dude. Pen's my boy. All right, I had one more,
Okay.
and this one is probably, I don't know about my favorite, but the most important of the ones that I've added.
Yeah.
Because this introduces my favorite anime character,
Yeah.
and this is the second episode of One Piece. It's I feel like once again, this was one of the ones that I had watched the first episode and then came back to later for the second. The first episode of One Piece is very, very different. Like, I feel like it's almost a different show, with Luffy and Kobe being
Yeah.
the main guys. You meeting Luffy as he, is drifting down the sea in a barrel.
Yeah.
You actually see Nami as the first character you see in One Piece
That's crazy.
because she ends up on a ship nearby.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's strange. But you just see him and, you're introduced to Luffy, this rubber man, because he ate some weird fruit. And it's like a little bit of world building there. And then, meeting Kobe, who got like bullied into being a pirate,
Yeah.
who wants to be a Marine.
Yeah.
But the second episode is, once I don't really remember how they end up on an island. I guess do they steal a ship or steal a ship? I don't know.
They steal like a little ship.
They might, but they end up on an island that's kind of been taken over by corrupt military. I guess not military, corrupt navymen. Captain Morgan.
Oh, I guess they are the Navy and not the Marines. They're different.
No, it's all the same.
Oh.
I guess they just Marines. I don't know. They say different things sometimes.
Interesting. In my head for a second, I was like,
No, there's only like one military.
Yeah.
It's all just the Marines.
Okay.
But there really are more than the
Yeah,
Navy.
Jim,
'cause they're
Captain
on-
Morgan.
I think in like 4 Kids.
I've met Captain Morgan before.
In 4, which it's a crazy. Like
It's
I
a
don't know if
great
it's
name.
supposed to be a reference.
I think it's amazing. I wonder if it's got to be the same in Japanese.
In like the 4Kids dub, all the Marines there had said Navy.
Oh,
It's
I wonder why.
strange. I don't know. I don't know. I
maybe it
think
was
in the
easier
Japanese
for
they say
kids to
Marines.
understand.
Yeah, more people know what the Navy is than the Marines.
Yeah,
But yeah, they
maybe.
are introduced to this and Captain Morgan's lovely son Helmeppo,
Yeah,
who is just
Keegan.
being a real a-hole to the people on this island and
Yeah.
making them pay money, and then we end up meeting a prisoner on the island, Rowan
Who could that be?
Ozoro,
Oh,
who is
that's who it could be.
who is supposed to be like he's strung up, almost like he's crucified, like on this wooden thing.
Yeah,
And he's like supposed to stay up there for a month, so like Helmeppo wouldn't hurt some little girl, because he's the worst.
yeah.
And then we find
So
out,
true.
hey, he's not going to actually let him go. They're just going to wait till he starves to death, because Zoro's kind of become a pretty famous bounty hunter known as the Pirate Hunter.
Mm.
But yeah, meeting him. The second episode ends with, I think, Luffy freeing him, and then he like blocks a shot from Morgan, and that kind of sets it up, as we meet his first mate, his first crewmate. In the second episode,
Yeah, it's awesome.
it's a big deal. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes of the show.
Yeah, it is sick.
A really cool introduction and getting some cool backstory and like learning, not really cool backstory, but learning what kind of guy he is. And that's really cool.
What kind of guy are you? Yeah, I mean, this is one that I've actually seen.
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, I can agree. I think it's such a strong introduction to one of the most popular characters in all of anime, and yeah, that in and of itself is enough for it to be on the list. I've said in and of
I mean,
itself
even
multiple
for,
times
like,
tonight. What a loser.
Me to know what happens in that episode. We watched it when we were watching One Piece together like a year ago, and then it would have been 6 years ago since I've seen it.
Jeez.
So for me to remember that much of it without even looking to see what happens,
Not even
like I did for
knowing, even saying the amount of years.
even
it's
like
been-
for My Hero, I checked to see what happens. Horimiya, I made sure it was that.
Yeah.
Like I know what happens in that episode of One Piece.
No, that's a great way to put it. Because even I, like the ones that I added, I had to make sure.
Even we.
Even we. So final one here. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, the second episode of Full Metal Brotherhood is pretty good. Because
I haven't thought about it because the
the
first
first
episode's
episode's filler. The second episode, I wonder, is the second episode when Ed unveils his arm? Because that kind of rips, but also given the first episode, it's not as cool because it's already revealed. Like in the manga, like that's the first time you see this is the Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow. I mean, there is a guy who's also Full Metal.
It's true.
That's one of my favorite like running
jokes.
in
It's
a
so
show
good,
ever.
yeah.
Like,
It's so good. yeah.
for as serious as a show and as an emotional
Oh, it's
show
got
as Full Metal
plenty
is,
of
like it's got
great
like
jokes.
some good like gags and
Yeah.
slapstick humor.
No, I think it's
Big
it's got
fan.
a very tasteful amount of humor for as heavy as subjects as it deals
Yeah, it
with.
doesn't have like the stupid one-liners that like shows try to have now,
Yeah.
like Star Wars.
Yeah, well, it's just the Marvel
Marvel.
location of everything.
Yeah, like I think that just does like the little twinge of humor.
Yeah.
I think perfectly.
Yeah. So there was a nice little shout out. But the episode that I want to finish talking about is Attack on Titan. So this is one of those shows where that first episode is the one that grabs you in with this crazy plot and, this central mystery introduced right away. And it's amazing. And it ends off on like this crazy moment where somebody dies. I mean, it's, the show's 10 years old, but go and watch it. More than 10 years old. 13 years old?
I don't know, very
I'm
old.
not sure. So the second episode picks up right where the first one left off. So in that way, it's an extension of it. And
Is he getting like carried away at
yes,
the end of the first
yes,
one?
yeah. And the
Jeez.
first one starts with that. So
Ugh,
it starts
the
with
first like a few episodes of
Right?
Attack on Titan are just so bad.
yeah. It starts
like
with,
not they're good episodes, but like everything just sucks.
without a doubt, dude. If we were doing best fifth episode, I mean that would have the craziest moment of anime history.
Yeah, that was a good fifth. Maybe next. Maybe
Maybe
in
for
3
the fifth
years,
anniversary.
buddy.
So the second episode picks up right where that left off. It just shows the hate that Eren has for this world and everything that's going on.
Understandably so.
I think it's got an awesome moment where he says, "I'm gonna kill them all, every last one of these like animals on this earth," or something like that. Which spoiler alert, is then like brought back way later in the show in a different context, which I'm literally getting chills right now talking about it. It's so good. And then, it shows like a little bit of slower time after the first wall falls, and then it finally ends with Aaron joining the military and the crew, and it just shows this. The last shot is him, a few years older.
That's the second episode.
That's how it ends with him in the military, just getting ready, and I think
maybe before training.
No, yeah, it's not that one episode that ends with the Titan coming back. That's a great ending to an episode too.
Because I remember the one where they're all like, after they get through training.
Yes,
is that the fourth episode?
Yeah, probably. The second episode ends with them just joining, and it's just very cool that the first 2 episodes told this quick story to set everything up. And then it ends with, okay, here you go into the rest of this tale.
Yeah. So the first, it's kind of like an extension of the first episode.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So, yeah.
Yeah, to think of any other second episodes?
No, the Full Metal one was, I think, a pretty good one.
Yeah, I had thought about putting it on the list. I didn't. I figured you would if you wanted it that bad.
Yeah. All right, do you want to call it here or do you want to do another section?
Yeah, we'll call it.
Okay, we're going to call it here.
About 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long time. So we'll see you guys next week for part 2.
It's very fitting.
It is. It's great. I am
for our podcast anniversary month.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's a month of
exactly
of twos.
Exactly. I started my job 4 years ago yesterday. Did you know that?
I do now.
It's crazy. Time flies, man. It
yeah,
really does.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're going to be sitting here for the 3rd anniversary.
Oh, let's not make it go that fast.
Next thing you know.
It's true.
You know that they say time flies and you're having fun.
You know the memes that are going around about fat guys pulling down their shirts? I just it makes you realize how often you do it, A lot is how often I do it. All right. With that, thank you guys for watching and listening. We've actually been doing pretty good on YouTube the last couple of videos, so please keep checking us out. We really appreciate it.
Any new viewers listening?
I like to think we're really hitting a stride here into our 2nd year. I think we're having a little bit more fun. I know I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hopefully that's been enjoyable for you all. And please check out the trying Japanese food at the convenience store video, please.
Yeah, it was really good. It was like a good finale to our little Japan
I think I got to change the thumbnail or something. All right. With that, peace, which also is kind of the number 2.
There you go.
Just,
2.
chew on that one for a week.
Deuces.
Peace.
Yeah, see, that was good.